Hi everyone. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on just a little bit of what we're going to see this week that you're already kind of getting familiar with Henley. So Henley likes to give you verbs, and I'm sort of the type of person that's like, I don't really understand, like, how do these work and how do I know when they're singular or plural? I don't get it. And he does give a little snippet about it, so I'm hoping that cleared things up for you. But I wanted to just kind of give you a little quick overview. If you want a little bit more of a global kind of picture, and it's really brief, this is not a totally global look at verbs, but just giving you a sense that these endings on the verbs, we will see eventually the OST. Now you're going to be familiar this week with the T because of orat. Okay, and these endings then have a certain meaning that go with them. Okay, and these endings also have a person. Okay, so this is a third person verb or rot, and it is also singular. Okay, so we have first, second, and third person singular, which is our OST. And then we have the plural, which also has first, second, or third person. And then those endings we also can look at, and we can help our kids by saying, hey, the singular letter here, the T, is in the singular. And these multiple letters, we get down here to the N and the T. This is what we'll be familiar with this week as well in the word orant or in the word vident. And yes, it is a V-I-D-E-N-T, and I say it with a W because that is how it is pronounced in Latin. We would say vident. So here we have the NT, it's multiple letters here, and then we also see that's in the third person and it's plural. So that's just a quick way to discern. Singular letter, single, it's going to be singular, and multiple letters are going to be plural, okay? And then I'm going to come over here. I kind of put this up this morning just to give a quick cheat sheet to my kid while he was translating. Just put some of those things up because then I erase this here and I put the sentence up and we kind of walk through it together on the board. And then he just transfers what we do here into his workbook. Then I'll also show you down here, this is another little piece that we have on our board where I list the case, right? The jobs, the nominative, which is the subject, the genitive, which is a possessive, the dative, which functions as an indirect object, the accusative, that functions as a direct object, ablative, which is an object of the preposition, and then you'll also see the articles that we use when we translate. So when you're translating and you're looking at a nominative, you might use the articles a or the, and you'll see that repeats with the accusative. Nominative and accusative will always use the same articles. Okay, and then with the genitive, if it is, translating Mariae, it could be, you could translate it as of Mary, or you could just edit and not put of and put Mary's with an apostrophe S, and that'll show possession in that particular translation. And then you get down here, by, with, or from. There's 3 options here. And we don't, with the answer key, it doesn't matter whether your child puts with Mary or from Mary or by Mary when we are translating. That doesn't matter. We're just looking to see that is the ending on Maria if it's translated with by, with, or from. That's really the most important thing when we're looking at our student work. Okay, so that's kind of how I did it this morning, so they could quickly look here, reference this, be reminded of the new vocabulary up in here, and then we did our translation here. And then I just wanted to also show you Maria or Rot. I had a purpose for putting that there, and I'm trying to think. Okay, so there's a grammar rule for subject-verb agreement. And so in this case with Maria or Rot, I always tell the kids, label your verb first. And so our students would come up here and kind of bracket this. I like to bracket things because these sentences will get longer. And we know this is a verb, and I can see my singular T here, so I know it's a singular. And then over here, Maria, I'm going to come and ask, what declension? So we place a 1 for the first declension, and then we place down gender, number, case. Gender is feminine because it is a first declension, and it's not defining a male person, so we're not going to make it male. And then we say number, singular or plural. Well, we see that Maria is here with that A, and that's in the singular. So I'm going to come back over here and label singular. And then we ask case. What case is that in? Well, we can come right back over to here and see it was a singular, and it's in the nominative. And it's going to use those articles, a or the, when I translate. So I'm just going to put here nominative. And that's just helpful. These are the two main things. I'll put this in a little parenthesis here. These are the two main things you're going to look at when you're translating now, okay? And then we also, using that rule of agreement, we see we've got a singular verb and a singular subject. Those are in agreement, okay? And so we're ready to translate. So then we just translate it as Mary prays, okay? So that's all I wanted to share. Just wanted to give you a quick little overview of how that's all working together. Have a good one.